running a bit late, but yeah. Is there enough light, Jake?
Not really, but it'll do.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, guys, we got any on yet?
We have got 18.
18, there you go. Alright, guys, so what's going on tonight? Parts 1 to 5, but obviously I'm still working. I came across a deal today. I was talking to Alex, who is a subscriber. He's been on the channel chatting a few times with us. He's got a tow truck and stuff as well, and he lives down near Logan in Brisbane. And on the back of the truck at the moment, I have a Land Cruiser. You know, a while back I got it's a trailer with a Land Cruiser style side tray with a camper, like flip up camper thing on the back. And he's in the midst of doing up a Land Cruiser ute, and he wants that style side body thing. I gave it to him ages ago, but I'm too lazy to unbolt it, and he didn't come and get it. And then talking to him today, when I went down, you guys have all met Jake. Jake's got the Hilux with a V8 in it. When we went down to Alex's, we bought a Navara off Alex for his sister. There was a V8 Hilux down there that was a bit rough. It's an early model one though compared to Jake's. It's like an 81, 83 model, I think it is. So, and it's got a 253 Holden V8 in it as well. It's a manual. It does run. It is rough, but ended up talking to him today and done a deal on it that I'm buying the V8 Hilux. He was supposed to meet us halfway, but we had a mix-up in communication. So now, because we should have met up with him by now, and we would have gone live right when we were picking up the Hilux from him, but instead, mix of communication, and now we've got to go all the way to his place. So I won't be getting to his place until about 9 o'clock. So we might split this live stream into 2 lots and show you the V8 Hilux on the way back. So, did all that make sense, guys? Anyway, how is everyone? I bought a twin turbo Sora this week, and then you'll see in a video coming up what the dramas are with that now, because it never ends. I ran into Benny today, who has the V8 Fairlane. The 28th, I think he said we could go and pick up that. So we've got the V8 coming up for the Ford Courier. Yeah. How are you guys? What's going on, everyone?
Alright, so we've got a lot of hey reds from everybody that's on.
Hey, everyone.
There's something up top that I think I missed because it doesn't show all the comments.
Yep, you can scroll up and back.
It won't let me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey mate, how's it going? I brought myself a 98 VS Statesman.
Sweet.
That was Moto Kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On your buddy.
Alright. Sounds good. 2-part live stream tonight, man.
Yeah, we'll
that
be
was
back on later on, guys.
That was LJ Luke.
Yep. Cool. I haven't been out to see you about those bumper bars yet, mate, but I have not forgotten you, definitely. I'll just been flat out. Obviously, I'm still working now. You know, I intended to be in the office for the live stream and that again tonight, but this is sort of, you can see, guys, why I haven't been doing much YouTube, because this is sort of my life. But yeah, it could be worse. Like, I could be digging ditches and not playing cars. So yeah. And yeah, I played with the Mia with the go-kart on the weekend. I have got another video edited that'll go up tomorrow, a Brumby one. I've got some Fairlane video coming up as well, the big block Fairlane, and some go-kart one. And yeah, might do some live stream playing motorbikes on the weekend again. But see how we go, eh?
Alright. Okay, Spirit Monkey, okay, if you don't got it, yeah, best way to go is LS for sure. Alright, I don't know what that's about. I think I've missed something. What model cruiser did you get, Red?
It's a Hilux. So early Hilux, so 81, 83. So round headlight, sort of flared guards. The first of the Hiluxes. It's a 4-wheel drive one.
I think it's an LN46.
I don't know. It's a 4-wheel drive.
It's got a V8, so
It's got a V8.
Yep.
That's all that matters. It's a manual.
Moto Kid said, yeah, it's a clean Statesman, just got a 3.8 Ecotech, but still goes bloody great.
Yep, cool, man. Awesome. buddy. It'll run forever. Cheap on parts.
Yep.
Awesome, good stuff, dude.
LJ Luke, all good, man. Thanks for being you, Red. You're awesome.
I am. I'm shit on, aren't I?
Yeah.
And it is free to subscribe this month, guys. So if you haven't subscribed, it's free all month to subscribe. Likes, I'll throw likes in as well, so just give them a bit of a hit. They won't cost you anything. How's that? Bloody generosity.
Oh, we're already 20 likes already.
Thank you very much, guys.
43 on though, so a couple of feet.
Appreciate it, guys. So we're just coming through Esk. Is this Esk or Fernvale? Fernvale, sorry. We're on our way down to Brisbane. We're going to go down to Logan's. We're about an hour away from destination. Yeah. Alex is a bit of a Barra fan, but we won't hold that against him, guys. I think he's got a panel van with a pretty quick Barra in it. And yeah, I think he's got a 4x2 too. I think he said it's got a Barra in it as well. I don't know, maybe we can't be friends. Anyway, what do you do, eh?
Matt Cricket, Life of a Towie.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Love it, Red.
Glamorous. My hands are always dirty. Young Mia, I get home, show me your hands. And show your hands, it's dirty. It's like, okay.
Carl said, should do a blown V8 VL. Could be a fun build.
Not a VL though. Just not a fan. I got a Sora yesterday, and I quite like the Sora. To be honest, I'd prefer a Sora over a 300ZX or even over a Skyline. I prefer the Sora. I know they're not everyone's taste, but
yeah, I don't like them.
I like the 1J though. I'd rather a 1J than an RB. Yeah, for sure. But,
so it'd be good if you could build a VK, but trouble's getting one.
There's none around.
Yeah.
I don't know. Got plenty of other stuff to build for now. VLs, I'm just not a big VL fan. Like I've got some there and just have no great interest in working on them. You know what I mean? I know some people love them and that's great, but they're just not my preferred vehicle, you know?
Yep.
I don't know. Everyone had their own though. Lucky I don't like VLs because it leaves a few out there for all you guys. I don't go hunting for them and try and buy them all.
What's this? Can't read his name. Hey Reg, from Perth, brother. Stuff LS, go Bazza. No, LS. It's got to be an LS.
Anything V8.
Yep.
I do like my JZs though. The 1Js. I've got a couple now. I'm looking forward to playing 1Js.
Yep. Hi Red from NZ.
Hey mate, how are you?
Probably cold.
Yeah, being in New Zealand, no doubt.
Yep.
It's actually a bit cold here. The aircon was pumping just then. I just had to switch it off.
Yeah. So Moto Kid, yeah, it's done 300,000 Ks, and I did an oil change today, and still kicking along, and no knocking and no nothing.
Kingatows are good, mate. They last forever. Very
Unless
cast iron heads. They don't generally have issues with anything really. Like you should be fine.
Yeah. Just don't mang it too much.
Today, the Prado should be ready to sell, the one we were working on, the end of this week, I'd say. It's come up really well. No major issues. We've done the suspension now on some unis and just gone right through it really, and yeah, just a clean up now and it's ready to go out the door, so that'll be for sale at the end of this week, which is good. I can do with some money coming in because I keep buying too many cars. Like, it's just, I have major issues. But anyway, what do you do?
Yeah, LJ Luke. He's a good bloke, that Red. All free this month.
Yeah, it's it, eh? Looking after you guys. Subscribing and likes, you know, just make it rain.
Yeah, free right up to Christmas.
Yeah, and then after Christmas I'll see what I can do for you.
Yeah.
Looking after you. You alright?
Bogan blokes. Horsepower does your truck have? 3.
Yeah, about that. And one's only got 3 legs. It's about 4 horsepower. One's got 3 legs. The other one, fucking, whoo, Steve's down to walk behind it.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure, mate, to be honest. It's a 4.9 litre 4-cylinder, 3.0 likes it. And SO5C 4-cylinder, yeah, 6-speed manual. It hunts along alright. I couldn't tell you what the horsepower is. It's just, it does its job. Walks along alright. The new truck is a Isuzu Turbo, and I have no idea how much horsepower that's got. I can't see it. Fucking man, this windscreen.
Might have to wash it the next servo.
Yeah, it's just glary outside, guys. It's just.
Oh wow, Ben Arnold, $50.
Dude,
Super chat. Merry Christmas, mate.
Thanks, dude. I have forgotten to send your stickers, but I will remember to send them off tomorrow now. Sorry, dude. But yeah, thanks, Ben. You're an absolute champion, mate. Really, really appreciate the support. So who's keen to see the V8 full drive, or are you guys a bit like me where full drives really don't float your boat that much?
I love it. LJ Luke, Galaxy on your Facebook page was awesome.
I missed out on it. There was that one for 10.5. I missed out on it. I mucked about. Well, this week I bought a new milling machine. You'll see all this in upcoming videos. I bought a new cylinder head milling machine for work, and yeah, and the Sora, and yeah, I spent a lot of money. So I hummed and hard too much when the Galaxy come up, that one for 10.5, and yeah, it ended up getting sold, which I'm spewing about a bit. But what do you do? It's all mud, like windscreen or something.
Bug guts.
Are you sure?
It's from the big Aussie bugs. Matt Cricket, do a V8 Stato.
I had one a while back and sold it. I've got no great intentions on doing a V8 Statesman anytime soon.
You got a ton to do first.
Yeah, I've got plenty of stuff to do. Like, I don't, unless I'm interested in something, yeah, I just, there's no point, I won't get touched. You know, like the Sora that come in today, I'd prefer to do that before I do a Statesman. Just not a Statesman sort of person. I like the interiors because they're quite plush, but I'd probably do a Calais before I done a Statesman. But yeah, unless, who knows? You never know what's going to come in the yard tomorrow. So if it half reasonable Statesman come in, obviously we'll do a clean up on it. You know, but it's not something I'm hunting for.
Yep. Mr. Jack, $20. Keep on trucking.
Thanks, dude. Absolute legend, man. I do really appreciate you guys and your support. You keep me coming back, and yeah, I am looking forward to the day when I can do YouTube full time. And it's going to be good. You know, I've got plenty of projects to do, that's for sure.
Cody, was it Cody Dunn? I can't see, I'm shaking too much here. Bouncing around. Got a Syria.
Syria. Sora or Syria?
S-I. E-R-R-A.
Don't even know what that is. Syria.
Aren't they?
They're from Thailand, aren't they?
Oh, it's a Suzuki.
Oh,
Sierra.
Suzuki Sierra. Okay.
Yeah.
But you've got one, or have I got one? I don't have one.
Yeah. How's the VN SS Ute? Have you still got it, Red?
Yeah, it's still there. Probably not going to do. With projects, they evolve. Things change, ideas, plans, other ones come up, especially in my world. I'm probably just going to. It's still there. We've got to put a converter in it, and I've got the converter there for it. I've got all the front panels and stuff for it. I've got the new seats and door trims and all that sort of stuff. It's all there. We've just got to find time to put it together. I'm probably not going to do it as an SS. I'm just going to do it as a extremely clean ute, because it's going to get sold when it's done, and it'll be worth more as a clean ute, clean custom ute done well, than what it will be as an SS ute. So as much as I'd love to play SS utes, I think it just needs to be done to get sold and pay for a lot of other projects that we've got going on, and pay for the workshop too. You know, It'll be probably sort of the same colour as it was, or very similar to the Atlas Grey still. The hard lid on it is really nice. The tailgate, the way it is good. It's got the shifter in it. It'll still be carbureted. A different manifold though, and a converter, and it'll be a beautiful ute for someone. You know what I mean? And at least then it'll appeal to a broad spectrum of people instead of just a certain amount of people that may want an SS style ute, if that makes sense. Plans change, you know, you come up with these bright ideas, but sometimes, you know, plans change. Just how it is.
Alright, Premius, I can't pronounce it, Customs NRC. I had to scrap my VK wagon, send my VK wagon to the scrapyard today. It was a bit too far, a bit too stuffed to restore after sitting in the grass for 10 years, waiting for me to get the time to do it. Yeah.
It's sad, eh? I was at a mate's place yesterday where I got, I did put some photos up. Parts Finder page, had a V8 wagon, white one. You'd be able to put it back together. It was a little bit rough, but not completely rusted out. Take offers on it. I'm pretty sure I put a photo up, but yeah, not my cup of tea to do. I'm not really into that model Commodore, so, but it is a wagon too. It'd be good to make a delivery sedan out of, I suppose. I quite like them. I don't know. So many cars, so little time. It gets frustrating too that you don't get time to do all these jobs because you're working all the time. Christ, we won't be back till midnight, 1 o'clock tonight. We've got to get up and go to work again tomorrow. Having Leith there is a great help, but still, he's been working on just normal stuff. We got a Rodeo out and sold last week. Another Mazda ute went out. He's been working on that Prado. The cruise I'm going to register for over Christmas to use because I'm going to take the girls down the coast, and I've only got the ute at the moment, so I need more seats. But I don't know. So many cars, so little time.
Yep. Alvin, HK Monaro would be mint if you could find one.
A lot of money.
Even if you can find one, it's expensive.
That's it. I don't even dream about things like that. Like, it's never going to happen. It's just the reality is they're not around. And if they are around, you know, that's why I've got my hardtop. I've been looking to buy a hardtop recently. I missed out on a really good one for $9,000 a couple of weeks back. But, you know, I was too late. And then that 64 Galaxy come up. I mucked about and didn't buy it. But I don't have the money now anyway because I've spent it on work stuff anyway and buying this Hilux and the Sora, the Mill and freaking forklift tyres. $1,000 for forklift tyres this week. And I've got to buy 4 drive tyres for the truck too. So there's another bloody $1,000 that'll be next week. So it all adds up pretty quick, guys. Like, it just costs a fortune to keep a business running and moving forward. Yes, I suppose I don't have to buy all these cars for myself, but what's the point of going to work if you can't, you know?
Yep.
Just coming down now onto the Ipswich motorway from the Brisbane Valley Road that comes through from Esk.
Mac. You should.
Oh, Tracy. Yeah. Yeah, no, she's a gem. She's been ridden hard and put away wet, that girl. But yeah, she's copped it hard. Yeah, I've got to go and pick up all the other parts that come with it. There's a trailer load of parts there, front bars and bits and pieces. So then I can have a look and see what to do from there. Like, she is a mess. Like, yeah, I don't know, but it should be good. I'm looking forward to getting it up on the hoist. Trevor ended up stuck on the hoist because we sold the gearbox out of him, but the new box in it now, as you guys would have seen in the last video, it shifts hard. It's awesome. Like, yeah, so I'm very, very happy with why he's coming along. We're going to change those wheels out, do a bit more, but yeah, things are moving along well at the moment, guys, to be honest, especially this close to Christmas. It's good. I got Mia's go-kart done and the pedals all moved, and then she drove it about 4 meters and said it was too fast and got out and didn't want to play anymore. But spent all day making pedals.
Metch or yeah, MECH. Need a VZ V8 K-frame for my VZ Barra conversion. You funny boys.
Why do you need a V8 K-frame if you just put the freaking... I don't even want to talk to you. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it needs an LS. Put an LS in it.
That's it.
Harley motor in the Honda 600. Nice upgrade for the little car.
Why would you devalue it so far? Like it runs, the motor in it runs. So
yeah,
I've just got.
I actually like the sound of that. The motor that is in it.
Yeah, it's going to be mint. I've just got to. It's once the Fairlane comes back from the panel shop, it's going to the panel shop, and at that stage we'll pull the motor and pull those sleeves out, do those O-rings, and then the motor in it's still perfect. So yeah, it'd be worth nothing for half the motor.
Yep.
I know that I'd have a mad image, but I don't really need the mad Harley image, so I'll stick with the Honda. Sims all round. Anyway,
Philip Kemp, drive safe, Red.
always forward, straight.
Yep.
Stop doing the video, and that way I don't have to worry about it. That's why you come along for the ride tonight to get tortured and drive around all night.
Yep. How much money would you get for a 1950s Ford flathead V8 engine?
Is it just once been sitting in a paddock forever and seized up? They're not worth huge money. If it's a good one and it's got like Hoffenhauser aluminium heads and stuff like that on it, and you know, like a good aftermarket manifold and all that sort of stuff, maybe a couple of grand, up to 5 or 6 perhaps. They're not a high demand engine, if you know what I mean. Like if you advertise it, you get a V8, you get heaps of people that want an LS, you get a few less people that want a 5 litre hole, but the amount of people that want a flathead is a minute amount of people building hot rods. But in saying that, if it's a good one and it's a runner and you've found all the right parts, yes, but one that's just seized up, been sitting in a paddock, a couple $100, maybe 500 if you're lucky, but that's a lot of money. But I also don't know a lot about them. That's just, I've sent them to scrap because no one wanted them. So, yeah.
Matt Cricket, Red, have a great Chrissy, bro, you and the Kingatow crew.
Lito's off to Fraser Island. Apparently he got a ferry booking and stuff, so he's going forward driving with his missus. I'll be hopefully working on. I'm trying to find my Christmas project for Christmas Day. I'll be doing my lives again Christmas Day, guys, and yeah, leading up to Christmas and after Christmas. And maybe it'll be this full drive. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. That's why I'm seem to be buying a lot of cars lately. I want to find something that's needs a bit of work, but not too much work, but doesn't, you know, that I'm not going to get so far along and then need parts and not be able to get them. So I'm trying to get myself all my ducks in a row for Christmas, so I can build something over Christmas and play just in case work's quiet.
Even though he's got 100 that he doesn't want to finish yet.
I've got one, yeah, there's all sorts, yeah. Anyway.
It just reminds me of one person that used to say that.
I've got issues, and I'm well aware I have issues, but I can't help it. It's just who I am and what I do, and you know, it's just I have issues.
Ben Arnold, no stress, Red. Rear-wheel drive master. Hey, Red, do you have any old school Holdens in the yard or Fords?
Yeah. Heaps. Why is that?
I'm guessing he wants to buy one.
Best bet is to message me on either Facebook or if you Google Kingatow, you'll find my phone number pretty easy. Send me a message and sorry, I've turned my bloody phone off, but it obviously went through the stereo, guys. Yeah, find my number, message me what budget you've got, what you're interested in. If I've got something there, I'll help you out. By telling me what your budget is, it doesn't mean the price goes up. the car's still priced at the same price. It just means I won't offer you things worth $8,000 if your budget is $3,000, because I'm not there to waste my time or yours. It's just so I know, you know what I mean? If you tell me you've got a budget of $500, obviously I'll ignore you because it's ridiculous. But yeah, it just gives me a ballpark on what I've got and what I can offer you. Some stuff's not for sale, some stuff is. If I can help, I will. There's some XD wagons and sedans there that are coming up in the next video. They're extremely cheap because they're rough. And yeah, anyway, send me a message, see if I can help. But if you're in Victoria, you know, I'm in Queensland, be realistic about, you know, yes, that in saying that, young bloke that got the HB Tirana, he was from Sydney, I think, and he come up and picked it up, and I was amazed that he did. I was wrong, but he did, he turned up. So anyway, if I can help, I will. Hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
Ramblings of an old fool, but anyway.
Yeah. Matt Cricket and Real Drive Master both said you're a legend, Red.
Thank you guys. I don't even know how to reply to that, but thank you, I appreciate it. I keep telling my kids that, but they don't believe me.
Yep. LJ Luke still looking for a WK Statesman Calais VX VT wood grain steering wheel, yeah.
I still haven't seen one, dude, honestly. Like, I don't even think they exist anymore. But we have been looking, man. But we've got a whole section at the workshop, Luke's rare parts request. It's written on the wall. Bumper bars for a Tirana and wood grain steering wheels. So it lights up as you walk in. Luke's rare parts section.
So I don't know what that was. Matt Cricket, yeah, the Fairlane.
Fairlane's gonna be sick. The next video? No, next video is Brumbies. The one after that is Fairlane.
Yep. Hey Red, I have a VT Commodore, and when I go to start it, it dies out and can't get it to start till I put my spare key in, and then it starts.
Battery's gone flat in your key head. So get a little Phillips head screwdriver, take the back off, replace the battery, put it back in, and replace the battery, because the battery, you'll see on your key, there's two little prongs, and they have to transpond to your BCM.
Yeah.
And I'll be guessing that your battery's gone flat in your key. Battery's gone flat in your key. I thought I said that round the wrong way.
And yes, a V8 Ute, clean version would be nice.
Yep.
Good paydays.
That VS or VP, VU or whatever it is, that early Ute, was it? No, it wasn't a VP. What do they call it? VG Ute.
Yep.
Whoever built that Ute back in the day spent a lot of money on the exhaust. Like, the exhaust is just a work of art. The diff that's in it, it's just got the really nice tight LSD in it, the sway bars that are in it, just the way they've done the hard lid on it. The interior was probably nice back in the day. It needs to be updated, but I've got some Recaros there for it. The shifter that's in it, and then once we've got a converter in it with that exhaust system, and it's got a cheap carby manifold on it, but I might buy a better manifold for it. It's going to be just a beautiful Ute. It will drive nice, it will sound nice, and it'll just be a very well put together thing. I'm really looking forward to that Ute, to be honest. It's going to be a pretty sweet sort of thing when it's done. Yeah. I do love the Utes. I went and saw Benny today, the guy we're getting the Fairlane off, and he's got a VH Valiant Ute, and he's just lowered it a little bit, and I've got one at work. You guys haven't seen it yet, but it got me a bit motivated to play with that Valiant Ute, because his thing just looks so sweet, even though it's just in primer and there's bog. It just looked good. Like, it just had the look. It was just sitting right, and so anyway, I obviously have major issues about cars, guys. I cannot help myself but dream about cars, talk about cars. I must be in the right job for it, but
yep. Matt Cricket's Trevor goes hard. LJ Luke, Trevor and Tracy are awesome.
Tracy's going to be, she'll be nice, but she just got to, looks like she's at hard life. Yeah, but we'll get her back together, get her back on track, and she'll be nice again.
Yeah. Genric, don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but he said, hi, how are you?
Good. Always good, mate. What a difference it made putting the 20s onto Tracy. Just made it like just different car. Just cleaned it up instantly, didn't it? It's such a simple thing to do. Just made it so much. Just a different vehicle. Come up really well. Just with a set of wheels.
Yep. Real Drive Master. Hey Red, what would you reckon I should chuck in my VN? LS1 or a 5 litre?
It's probably. I was going to say it's probably cheaper to do a LS1, but it's not now. They've jumped up in price, haven't they? It depends on what you've got around and what you can get at the right money, buddy. Honestly, I don't think it's going to. If it's not an SS, it's not going to affect the price of it. It just comes down to what you can find. Like if you can find, a set of pipes and all that sort of stuff and radiator and everything that's going to work with an LS, go that way. But if you can find whatever you can find, I think.
What about a VT 5 litre? So you got the roll cam, better heads.
Either way. Well, when they go to VT, they end up with a roller cam in them. The problem with that is if you're on a budget, a roller cam costs a lot more to replace or to buy a new cam than what it does if you get a VN 5 litre which has a normal flat tappet hydraulic. And it's cheaper to do a VN motor than what it is to do a VT motor. But it all just depends. If you get a VN motor, at least then it's just plug and play. If you don't want to spend money on wiring harness and all that sort of stuff, it might be easier just to buy a VN one with the wiring harness that'll plug straight in. You know what I mean? It all comes down to budget. Both ways would be great, but LS is a lot more cost probably with wiring harnesses and stuff, whereas 5 litres small. There's a lot of second-hand stuff around for 5 litres, extractors and such.
Yeah, and the 5 litre you can run carby too.
You can run carby on an LS as well.
Yeah, but you can't just stick a distributor in and walk away.
Yeah, you still got ECU stuff, I suppose.
Yeah.
What else we got going on?
I'm just reading through.
Got many on tonight.
We've got 54.
Make sure you hit that like button, guys. Help us in the algorithm. And if you guys have just joined, we're heading down to Logan to buy. I'm buying a V8 Hilux, an early model one, like 81-ish, four-wheel drive Hilux. It's only got a Holden V8 in it, 253 manual. We will do a live stream on the way back to show you and start it up and that sort of stuff. It's a bit rough, but I think it might be. I've got a set of wheels that I bought off Jake. These big set of 10-inch. They're mad. They got 33s on them, 32s. 32-inch tyres and stuff. I want to put them on something, and I want to build like 100mm big roll cage. Anyway, get a tray, and it's a V8. Gotta love V8s, guys.
Real Drive Master said he'll give you a call later.
Yep.
Matt Cricket saw on car sales a VN SS worth heaps.
Yeah, but do they get those prices? I think they've jumped to sort of 30 grand, 35 grand now. Oh, there was a VP on there the other day. The guy wanted 60 for it or something ridiculous, but they don't sell them at that money. They get advertised, but I'll be able to tell you soon. I am going to sell mine very soon, and we'll see what I get for it, I suppose, and that'll indicate what they actually sell for, because we'll actually know, because we'll follow the whole process through. Do you know what I did see the other day? I was going through for the parts finder thing. I want to add a thing in of, say, 5 cars that I found this week that I'd like to buy but they're too far away, or that I think will be a future classic and worth buying. And there was an L200 Ute down in Tasmania. It was $800. And I've seen lately the Ford Couriers, like the green one that we done with the flares, they've jumped up in price crazily. And I honestly think the L200s, because those big issues like the 4G63 or one of the Evo motors that make a rear-wheel drive with turbos and stuff. Yeah, one of those L200s. They actually have little models with the flares, the yellow ones are super cheap at the moment. Yeah, yep. It's only $800. No rust, had a tub on the back, not a flat tray. I reckon honestly that's where the money is, the mini truck stuff in the future. But anyway, I'll add those segments in as we progress. And I was thinking of a podcast today too. Yeah, me, Leith, and probably Jake, let's say, if he was keen. And I've got a bit of a premise for it and how it could work. It's just those conversations that we have all the time anyway about cars. And then even today's conversation, I won't tell you too much about what the actual premise will be, but just conversations, how you start out talking about one car and then it flows on to what about this one and this model, but then they have this motor and this, and like it just, I don't know, it's a conversation we seem to have every couple of days about something, and then at the end of it it's like, you got any money to buy that? No. But anyway, I don't know, just car talk, you know what I mean?
Yep. Real Drive Master. Oh, sorry, that's not. It's directed at someone else. Real Drive Master is in Victoria.
Yep.
And said he can come up.
Okay.
Yep.
It's just a long way to transport a car, but you know, honestly, finding the car, getting the car, sometimes it's half fun, to be honest. Just that. The thrill of the chase, you know, it's like chasing sisters. It's just the thrill of the chase.
Yeah. Real Drive Master again. Trevor is a beast. The way it took off in the last video.
Yeah, it should come up well. It's been sitting a long time, so she sort of spewed out a lot of crap, but it's going to be good. The baffless tune livens them up, and the auto, I'm very happy with Lockyer transmissions. That auto shifts really well, feels strong.
It didn't look like it shifted as hard as what the gold one did though. Or is that just maybe because mine had coilovers in it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Smaller tyres. It's got like 255s on the back. So
that's what I had on the rear.
Okay.
And just every gear it used to start chirping. I don't know.
I haven't driven it yet.
Yeah.
So couldn't tell you. I've sat in it a little bit, but me, I was in the car while I was in it, so didn't really get hammered because you can't really do that when they're in the car.
Yeah. Shredder 125 Hilux. Would you consider working on the AU XR8 Falcon over Christmas? It's a bit more of a full build, isn't it?
Yeah, but there are a few little things I want to look at it on it. And, maybe I might. It is full build. Once I start on that, it needs to get started and finished. But there are a few bits and pieces I do want to look at on it. I'm waiting for a mate to get back on board with his new panel shop so it can go to paint, to be honest. It's yeah, yes and no. Getting it out, we've got to move about 10 cars to get it out as well. But we'll see where we end up. It is something I really do want to do. Yeah, at least that was better than a no.
Yeah. It's not a barra, so it's a maybe.
Yeah, no, it's something I am interested in doing, but it's I'm waiting for James to get through a bit of stuff with his daughter at the moment, and then hopefully he can take it to paint it for us.
Yep.
Which is mostly what that car needs. It needs a little bit of suspension work, and it'll need some engine work, but nothing major. It's mostly just paint work that needs to be done. So I think that's one for him. So that's sort of why it's on the back burner.
Yep.
Now, anyway.
LJ Luke said putting new batteries in the keys isn't easy. YouTube it first.
Pretty simple, isn't it? So you can buy the key heads from super cheap, I think, with new batteries in them, but you've got to program them across. But anyway, yeah, good call, mate. YouTube's a great thing. Find all sorts of winners. But I'm pretty sure that is the problem with your car. If you want to test it, you can, like, get a battery and get foil and yeah, like it's. But I'm pretty sure that's what your problem is the key not responding to the BCM.
Yep. Okay, Matt Cricket, did you drive Trevor yet, Red? Sounds sweet as.
I haven't driven it, no. Leith was driving that day. I've had me up and he got put back in the shed. We've just been very busy with work. I get done as much as I can, but I haven't driven it yet anywhere, so.
Yep.
It needed something else before I drove it any further than sort of up the road. I can't remember what it was. I thought it was going to be too loud because at idle it's actually quite loud. But then once you get up it, it's not screaming loud. So I thought we were going to have to put another muffler in it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Philip Kemp, Logan, be safe.
Yeah, that's gently leave me alone. I am going to have to pull the pin on this soon and start looking at the
maps.
GPS to see where I'm going. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go all the way out to the highway, so drive for a bit while longer. I'm looking forward to getting this. I saw it ages ago. I didn't really pay any attention. It did start. The accelerator pump I think wasn't the best for startup. Then it was alright. Wasn't rusty. I can't remember to be honest. But yeah.
Yep.
Still, it'll be a cool thing. It'll sell well too once it's going properly.
Mitch, the one that wanted to put a Barra in his VZ.
Yeah.
My LS1 BA Falcon would make you laugh, so why not a Barra VZ? Barra is slightly better than the Alloy Tech.
Yeah, I was about to say that. A Barra would be better than Alloy Tech, 100%, but realistically, I'd probably just leave the Barra in your Falcon, and yeah, that's sort of where it belongs, and they do well in there. I just can't, the time spent to do that, I just can't get there. I'm too busy to do.
If you're going to put another 6 into it, I'd put a Ecotech.
I'll put a 1J or a 2J in it. Better than a Monaro all day, every day.
Put an old Jag motor in.
Yeah, that's the go. I don't know. Everyone on their own, buddy. Go if you like. Knock yourself out. Monaro of the world. Just, yeah. I'm sure your boyfriend will like it. I don't know.
Bogan Blokes. How hard is it to make a roof for a HK Monaro? Because I have one in a paddock with the roof cut off.
You can probably buy a roof cut somewhere. I was talking to a guy today that said that those Valiant Utes I was talking about, you can buy the back piece from a coupe, you can buy the roof piece and the door skins and that, but yeah, to make a Ute into a coupe. And I know that people do them with XBs, they make, maybe you can use a sedan, I don't know. You can do anything if you have the patience and skill. But I'm pretty sure you can buy a roof from somewhere. There's somewhere that stamps out still. You might have to make it convertible. Not the optimum thing to do, but at least it's not getting thrown away.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sucks a bit, man. That's terrible. I feel a bit sad hearing that. But anyway. Yeah.
Derek, again, how are you?
Good. And yourself?
So BJ27J, hi mate. Matt Cricket, HQ Statesman.
Yep.
That's all he's written.
HQ Statesman?
Yep.
Yeah, I had a WB Statesman recently. Yeah, me and Leith sort of stand there, look at each other, and both go, I don't want to touch it.
Yeah.
We just, yeah, so they get sold. If neither of us have any interest, I could bought that Sora. Leith has absolutely no interest in it, but I really like it. So, yeah, yeah, I know that I could just do it myself, but I've got 1-tonners there to do, and I'm actually interested in building the 1-tonners, but the Statesmans just don't really do it for me. They can just have so much rust in them.
Yes.
Yeah, Statesmans just aren't my cup of tea, I suppose. Yeah.
So Mitch, at Bogan Blokes, Rare Spares are selling all panels for HG and HT Monaros again.
Yep, there you go.
Yep. They'll sell a full shell if you need, but big bucks.
Wow.
Yeah.
But when they say big bucks, what are they talking? Because a Monaro these days is just drug money. Like, it's more than drug money.
Yeah.
Like, it's organ donor money. You know, Chinese fucking kidney money.
Yeah.
And at the same time, right, you pay all this money out for a car that really drives like shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, whereas you can get a Sora, which no one likes except for me apparently, and they drive mint.
Yeah.
If the motor's not seized. Anyway, it's another story in itself.
So it's like the car I want to look at, which is the 1970 Nova.
Yep.
See, for them you can buy a bolt-on front clip. That's all done, bolted on. Front suspension's mint, bigger brakes. It's all tubed and done, but it costs a lot to do.
That's it, eh? Like,
Whereas,
you've got to spend your money on something, but at the same time,
yeah.
you know,
But then I look at my Jag and
it just drives mint.
yeah, it is. It's just, you can't beat it.
Did you see that? I don't know if you guys have ever watched that Bad Chad guy that does all the crazy metalwork stuff. He actually bought a Series 1 XJ6. Last night I was watching a video, so he's seen the light. See?
Yeah.
Alright guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the pin on this live stream here, guys, because I've got to start looking at my GPS now, and we're obviously filming on my phone, so probably catch us in about an hour or so. I'll put a thumbnail up half an hour beforehand, and yeah, I'll show you this. We'll find a survey somewhere where we can get out of the rain, because we live in beautiful sunny Queensland.
Yeah, not so sunny at the moment.
Beautiful one day, pissing down the next. And yeah, we'll catch up a bit later, show you my next compulsive purchase. So thank you very much for joining in, guys. Thank you very much for the super chats, because the support is always welcome, because it costs a fortune to have issues like me. Yeah, alright guys, say hello to your sister, and I'll see you in about an hour. See you. Press the X up the top.
Yep.